There we go.
Oh my gosh.
¿Qué dice ahí? Deleted.
Hold on. Um, bueno, hold on.
All right.
What happened here that I don't understand? It says that, okay, so I don't know what's happening, but hold on. Vamos a parar un momentito aquí. Hold on. Janet, espérate que algo pasó. Mm, oh no, we are live. We are live on YouTube, but not on Facebook. Okay, no, hold on. Ah,
So these are the.
I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, there we are.
Yes, no, but that no, hold on. It's just that we are
Some
working technical.
difficulties.
Yes, exactly. So
Technical difficulties, but we'll be right with you.
give us just a second. Or just let's keep it in
YouTube.
yeah, in YouTube. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was meant to be only in YouTube. Let's see. Let's also go live here. There you go.
Welcome. I was gonna say good morning. Hello, everyone. How are you?
Do we look good, as you
I
said?
know that's what I was saying. Do we look good?
Or ridiculous trying to fix this
Fixing
technology.
technical, fixing technical little issues that we have. But
Yes,
they're great because we learn.
yes,
You know,
exactly.
and the nice thing is that we feel comfortable enough to learn with you guys watching us.
Exactly. Or trying to figure it out.
Right, well, hold on, something is happening. So, well, welcome, everyone. Thank you for coming to Maya's Daddy's channel. I'm over here just participating,
but I so
helping,
love
and
your company, Janet.
supporting,
So
all
thank you
that
for
good
your
stuff.
support.
And
Yes,
of course,
yes,
we're drinking our little tea.
yes.
We're drinking a little tea. So today it seems like we're gonna have a little bit of technical
Technical problems,
but
yes.
always know that you can always see the replays in YouTube. But we will continue and just like always expect the best.
Yes,
Because
exactly.
everything is always perfect.
Everything is so perfect. So let's work with what we have.
Exactly.
Because that's actually that's the lesson, right?
Yes.
And as it is in life,
Exactly.
work with what you have.
And just love it.
And love it and enjoy it and whatever it is that you have the opportunity to experience at that moment, that's what it is.
It is what it is.
Yes, it is what it is.
So I am here in Mayadari del Sol.
And I'm here with Janet Altagracia.
Welcome.
Welcome. We see already people here joining us. We have here Janirita. Hi. And Sergio, thank you for being so present. And we have some people here also on YouTube. Welcome. We
Yes,
have
welcome.
an amazing topic
Very
today.
juicy. I like calling it a juicy topic.
It's a juicy topic. That's the word. Yes. We will enjoy this one. I'm sure
Yes.
you will enjoy that one
We
too.
won't have those big eyes like we had last week.
Yes, you'll be like, what? Yeah, because we only want to shine
Exactly.
with our light.
Exactly.
But what about when we,
There it comes. There it comes.
when the shadow comes and the perpetrator appears and then you act
Right. And you want to be totally
on it.
centered on that.
Yes, and you don't even notice it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's an interesting thing to see. Yeah, sometimes we, and I want to just give a different angle to this perspective of the perpetrator. And by the way, our topic today, and this is our ninth program.
Yes.
And the name is The Energy of the Perpetrator Within Ourselves.
Yes.
Yes.
Gotta love the topic.
Yeah, gotta love it. Yes, that's it. So, how can we begin giving the perpetrator a different perspective that maybe we haven't been able to see? Because we have the tendency to see the perpetrator as the bad one, the wrong one, right?
Judgmental.
And excluding,
Mm-hmm.
right? And for the ones that don't know it, right, we are on chapter 1 of this book that I wrote last year called Alchemy for the Soul. And
I'll be Vanna Black. Buy the book.
buy the
Buy the
book.
book. It
Exactly.
really is life transforming. You will see for yourself.
It is. Not because it's me, I don't want to sell it, but I want you to experience.
Okay, so I'll sell it. Buy the book. Buy the book.
Thank you, Janet.
That's what life is about. It's about happiness, and this takes you there. It
Yes,
takes you to that happiness. That's who we are. So definitely,
it's a journey. It's a
yeah,
journey of transformation and transcendence.
yeah, you definitely want this in your library.
Definitely.
Mhm.
So if you are new and you don't know it, this book is you can find it in Alchemy for the Soul, that link, or you can buy directly on Amazon.
And it's both in English and in Spanish.
Yes, by the way, it is in English and Spanish, and this is our book club. So our
Mhm.
intention with this club is that we can expand the information from this book.
Mhm.
Yes. So today's topic that is in this book is about the perpetrator.
That was a tough topic for me.
Yes, it was for you. It is, I think it is for all of us. It is so hard for all of us, especially when you have to confront that part of you when you say, am I a perpetrator? Have I been a perpetrator, or have I do that to others and maybe didn't realize it? Hmm? Because actually that energy of the perpetrator could be maybe a perspective,
Right.
could
Exactly.
be only a perspective. Let's talk about that.
Yes.
Let's say, Janet, that you have a wound of rejection.
Mhm.
And then maybe I come, Janet, to you and say, Janet, I just don't like what you did.
Mhm. So
So maybe how would you feel about that?
judge.
You will feel judged, right?
I'm like, how dare you?
How dare you? Look what she's saying. So let's see this little exercise that we just created here and see how the perpetrator can be involved here. Let's say that Janet has a wound of rejection, and I come and tell Janet, Janet, I just don't like what you did. But maybe I'm not saying it from a perpetrator side.
Mhm.
Maybe I'm saying it just because I want to express her what I didn't like, whatever it was that she did. The thing here is that Janet
It's defensive now.
is exactly, she is in that mode of I'm defending myself because this person is attacking me.
Mhm.
And the reason why she's seeing me as the bad person is because she's feeling rejected and judged and not accepted. And so I become the bad guy of this picture.
Yes.
Right?
Mhm.
And maybe Janet goes and tells others, oh, Maya is such a bad person because she came and told me this. And maybe others who don't know the story will buy that story, right? And Janet then victimizes more and says, yes, because she did that to me. Yes? But what Janet is not seeing in this picture is that she's got a wound of rejection that she hasn't been able to heal.
So Janet doesn't see that wound, so therefore she will complain about Maya.
Yes.
She will get defensive about Maya,
Yes.
and she will victimize herself
Exactly.
instead of taking
Uh-huh.
the responsibility.
Exactly. And Maya won't understand why Janet responded in that way or reacted in that way. And I might not even notice it that I hurt Janet's feelings, right? Because I didn't know she was feeling that way. And at the end, I might feel maybe guilty. It's like, oh my God, did I say something that it hurt you and I just didn't realize it? It wasn't my intention. See, so the perpetrator energy is always at service.
And the interesting is that the whole experience
Mhm.
had nothing to do with the perpetrator.
Yes,
All the perpetrator did is put it in your face so you can see it.
yes. I just
Yeah.
push.
Yeah.
I poke you.
And since you have the wound, you
Yes,
reacted.
yes. And also you felt triggered,
Triggered. Yep.
and that triggering comes from your own past, especially from your childhood. So I'm tapping, you are, when I'm telling you this, maybe you're not seeing me as Maya, but maybe you are seeing me as one of your parents who you felt rejected from.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And at that point, I become that bad mom or that bad dad that rejected me in life. And so here we're just showing you the whole dynamic of how it is that this energy, let's say, plays a role, but it is not really real. It is just in the mind of the other. Yes? Makes sense?
Yes, it does make sense.
Yes, that's what I wanted to we want to talk about today, because it is that sort of exclusion about this energy of the perpetrator, but the perpetrator has a true intention that maybe I'm not even aware of what I'm doing, but I'm working on showing you, Janet, as a service that I don't even know I'm working at serving you at that moment when I showed you something that you are ready to heal. And that you maybe don't feel like you're ready to heal it, and so you take it personal.
Exactly. And that right there, that is so profound. Because yes, she has shown me something that I am ready to heal, but I don't feel ready.
Yes.
So of course, yeah, you take it personally, but what a gift. That's what the perpetrators are.
Yes.
They are our gifts.
Yes, exactly. So our intention tonight is to show you the other angle of the perpetrator, and that we have been the perpetrator to others, not even knowing that we were hurting others, because maybe it was not with an intention of doing that. It is because the other person got some wounds to heal, and we are just showing them that. Or others, it happens also in the opposite. Maybe Janet come and tells me something, and I might feel like, oh, that triggered me. And if I take it personal, maybe I would say, Janet is mean because she told me this, or she acted this way, and it made me feel this way.
Oh, what kind of a friend is Janet? Look what she told me.
Exactly. So see, it's all about a perspective. So maybe we can say, because I was writing some information here before I came to this program, what if the perpetrator doesn't exist?
You know, that's a good question. That is a real good question. Because
Yes.
it's like then we will be walking unaware.
Yes.
Walking unaware.
So we are healing, actually, what we are healing is our perspective of the perpetrator who has been programmed in our minds. And we have the tendency to think that that's the bad guy of the movie. And it happens that the perpetrator energy is just showing, at any moment with the intention to be healed. And for us to heal that energy of the perpetrator, we must work on the inclusion. Including who I feel that did something that I felt like it was wrong in my perspective. Right? And when you heal that, then the energy of the perpetrator vanishes.
You take the power away from the perpetrator.
Exactly. You take the power away from the perpetrator.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing how we can change our reality by just changing our perspective, our consciousness?
That's how powerful we are.
That's how powerful we are. So we want to bring this topic here and talk about this possibility, this perspective, in order for you to understand better that whatever you got to experience, for example, when you were a child with your parents or with others who maybe you felt like they hurt you, it is for you to, if you are experiencing something today that can remind you of that, these people is only showing you a possibility for you to heal your past.
I went through an experience just before I got here today, Maya, exactly of that.
Okay, tell us.
So I was talking to my daughter, some concerns that I was happening, and I was sharing. And she goes, yeah, mommy, you whine about that. And I got so angry at her.
Oh my God.
I'm like, what are you calling me, a whiner? I whine. You know, I really don't like that about you. I mean, totally lost my cool, defensive, everything.
Uh-huh.
And then after that, because now I've been reading the book,
Uh-huh.
let me show it again. Okay. I took a deep breath and I go, you know what? I haven't realized that. I went, if the fact that I went to a honey, the fact that it bothers me, I'm going to have to sit with it now and see where in my life I feel like I did that or where it happened in my childhood.
Yes.
So it was amazing.
And if you're whining, somehow you're complaining.
Yes. And I don't like to consider myself as complaining.
Yes, and then you become the victim.
Mhm.
And so it's good to see this from this perspective. Let's analyze that. That is amazing, Janet. Thank you for bringing that to the table.
Like I said, we're very
Yes.
authentic and vulnerable here.
Yes, beautiful. Because that means that maybe when you were a child,
Mhm.
you were complaining or you learned to complain to get something.
Right.
And so you are looking forward to change that in your life.
Mhm.
And your daughter came and triggered you and made you realize that you behave in this way and you didn't realize it before until today when she made you realize that. So you're ready to heal
Right,
that.
I'm ready.
Otherwise you wouldn't have seen it.
She was my little perpetrator, but now I'm grateful because I was able to go back, take a deep breath, and that was important for me. I had to take the deep breath. I said, okay, I need to look at that. So yeah, that's what I'll be looking tonight. Okay, where, and just you sit with it, you meditate on it.
Yes, it's always good to sit with whatever happens to you that gets you out of alignment, gets you uncomfortable, and sit with it instead of replying unconsciously and defending yourself. Just sit with what you're feeling.
But remember, when I came in, I told you, Maya, I'm gonna tell you something, but I'm not complaining. You see how it even came there? I'm not complaining, Maya. I'm just telling you something.
Yes.
Look how deep it is.
Yes.
Look how deep, because I must have felt like, oh, I probably grew up in an environment that people always complain.
Very good.
You know what I mean?
That was the way to get things, maybe, because
Mhm.
there is a lack of when I'm complaining. Oh, I don't have.
Or getting attention.
Or I need attention. Whatever it is, you're going to find out what it is. But thank you. So after seeing this, was your daughter really a perpetrator?
She triggered me. She poked the bear, but she was my blessing.
Yes, very good.
She was my
So
blessing.
at this point, we can say that the energy of the perpetrator that you were seeing vanishes.
Yep.
When you can see it as a blessing.
Yes.
Isn't that awesome? Christine, we're seeing you there. She's saying, take the power from the perpetrator. We can even recognize the perpetrator in ourselves and integrate that into our authentic self.
Yes, very well put, Christine.
Yes,
exactly.
Thank you, Christine.
Thank
Exactly.
you.
Yes, thank you for sharing that. Because what we need to do is to integrate, to include. Inclusion. That's what we need to work when we talk about the energy of the perpetrator. And when I say, or when I see that energy outside of me, you can say, but that energy is showing because it is within me.
Exactly. That's the tough part.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Especially when something is like, we classify the dark shadow.
Yes.
That's the part that you have to sit down and just be, I call it, have compassion with yourself. I like saying, and I love that. I say it because that's my way of embodying it in me so I can heal it.
Yes.
Because it's seeking the attention.
Yes, and you can say, I love that part of myself.
Yeah.
And not feeling guilty because the way you react or the way you act on others, and maybe it might seem harsh on others, but also you have your own wounds. So you might be protecting yourself, right? And then the way you're showing it there is your way of protection, but the way you're doing it might become the perpetrator way for others. Yeah, makes sense?
Yes.
Beautiful. I so love that we can get to see the perpetrator.
Like I said, this is always a tough topic for me.
Yes, it is. But I so love the idea of us, the vanishing idea or perspective of believing in the perpetrator.
Right.
Yes, because it is that the perpetrator doesn't exist, only exists in our minds. And only exists in our minds because our ancestors judge people and judge them and exclude them because they thought they were mean, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
So let's work on that a little bit more. So I wrote this after that. What if the perpetrator doesn't exist? It is based on others' perspectives because they haven't healed their past.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes. So also I wrote here the perpetrator energy sometimes doesn't even know is acting in that way. So
Mm-hmm.
it's only the person who is receiving that sort of energy and perceiving in their mind that they are perpetrating, let's say it that way, right?
Yeah.
So it's only a perspective in the mind of who is receiving the information.
Yeah. And this
Mhm.
topic is so deep, and I'll say this is another vulnerable.
Mhm.
I was the type of person
Mhm.
that if someone said something like that, I
Mhm.
will like eliminate them. What? I'm not like that. Boom, boom. When I couldn't do
Yes.
that to my daughter.
Yes.
I could
Of
tell.
course, you cannot erase your daughter from the
So
list.
that's the other thing that as I'm listening, because this is happening right now, so I'm speaking here. I'm
Mhm.
like, oh my God. When people would say things that I didn't like, and I was wounded, I
Mhm.
would eliminate them out of my life. Well, no, she doesn't get me. Bye.
Yes.
And now I'm seeing, wait a minute, they were blessing me.
Yes. Because you weren't ready to
I
see
wasn't ready
that
to see.
that truth or
Yeah.
confront your truth.
Yeah,
Because it's not
exactly.
about the perpetrator, it's about you.
Hmm.
It's about us,
And we
all
can
of
see
us.
how wounded my little girl
Oh, we
was
see.
inside.
Look at Angie's there.
Hi,
And
Angie.
also we see Esther Marine. And then we see Jessica. Jessie, how awesome having you there.
Hello, everyone.
Yes. So let's talk about the perpetrator also, because we're gonna give it all the angles,
Bye.
right?
Yeah,
We can say
absolutely.
that, yeah, I see it in my perspective. You did something to me, and that's now we can see that is your perspective. But what about if the perpetrator? Let's talk about the perpetrator itself. Let's see that where or what is that energy, or why that energy shows. Why that energy shows. And then here is when we get to talk about that connection with the shadow. Hmm? It
Mm-hmm.
could be another perspective because maybe I have a deep repression
Mm-hmm.
and I haven't been able to release that repression because maybe I couldn't express that repression with my parents. Maybe I was told that I couldn't express myself. You don't talk that way. You don't say that way. Those no, 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 right? Somehow at a certain point, I felt like I'm not able to express. I don't have permission to express myself. That happened when you were maybe a child.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you become an adult, and maybe someone comes and tells you, um, you're not supposed to say it that way. Maybe you get triggered. And then maybe at this point you cannot hold anymore that energy.
And
And
so
maybe just like to throw it out there.
you explode.
You
Yeah.
explode, and it is because you weren't able to express before that emotion. Then finally you get to release it in the wrong place or with the wrong person.
Because even though you're the adult, the one that exploded was your little girl inside of you.
Yes,
You're just
yes,
not aware of it.
yes, exactly. So just another angle,
Yeah,
right?
another
Just
angle.
another angle of the
Another
perpetrator.
love piece angle,
And
yeah.
because we have so many things and conflicts going around every day, everywhere, everywhere. You might go to a place. Like the other day, I went to a place to get these photocopies,
Mm-hmm.
and the manager and the cashier, they kind of got upset because of something. And the manager was kind of upset at me, and I couldn't understand why she was like that. So I left the store and I didn't say anything. But when I was outside, I was like, well, no, I'm gonna go tell this lady, because maybe if she doesn't realize the way she's acting, right? Maybe someone must let her know. So I came back to the store and say, listen, the way you said it, I don't think it was necessary.
Mhm.
And I don't appreciate it, but I'm not really upset. I just want to let you know so you can see yourself and why you had to take that reaction over something so simple. And that's all I said. Believe it or not, because she had to fix something. They had to fix something to help me with what I needed that I don't remember what it was. But she got my email.
Mhm.
So maybe a few weeks after, she sent me an email.
Wow.
And I was really like my mouth dropped to the floor. She said, oh, I have to apologize, but you also made me realize that yes, I reacted in a way that I hadn't seen in myself. And that actually helped me because you came to tell me.
Wow. Wow.
She was ready to
She
hear
was
that.
ready to hear.
Yes.
And good for you that you went and you told her.
Yes.
Because she, remember, you had left the store. A lot of people would have just continued, forget it.
Yes.
But no, she followed your the
Yes.
flow, you follow your soul, and she was ready to hear, and you
Yes.
were the person to tell her.
I was the person to tell her. If she was in another position, maybe she would have said, "Oh, this person is just a mean
And
person,"
dismissed it.
or she was mean, or she was like conflicting, or she could have thought in a different perspective, see me in another perspective, but no, she decided to be more conscious because she was ready to change, and the alignment, the synchronicity of life took me there to have that situation so she could heal it in that moment.
And how powerful that she sent you an email.
Yes.
That is, I think that's amazing.
That is an amazing story. Every time I say, oh my gosh, she did wrote. And she was very nice. The way she apologized, it was very truthful and sincere, that I could feel it. You know, you can feel when something is sincere and when something is
It's
not.
not, yeah.
Yes, yes. So let's see what else. So the perpetrator energy is serving life for others to see, or for us to see what we must heal.
That statement is so powerful because that's exactly what happened. You serve life.
Yes, yes. We are serving life. Exactly.
Wow.
Because if I didn't
Yeah,
do
you
that,
serve life right
I wouldn't
there.
have served her or life by her seeing this way.
Exactly. See how powerful? Look how I'm just amazed. Look
Yes.
how powerful we are.
Mm-hmm.
And you felt guided to do that,
Yes, I
right?
did. Mm-hmm.
And she followed her guidance, and look, a transformation happened to that lady.
So
See?
we both served
Each other.
life by
Yeah.
changing the ways that we were seeing each other, for
Mhm.
example. Christine says here, our so-called adversity is our strengthener.
Mhm.
Yes. Inner strength is acceptance of all of ourselves, even the ones mirrored by others, the so-called perpetrators.
Wow.
Yes, yes,
Look at
it
this.
is.
I love this profoundness. See? This is
Yes.
what this show does.
Thank you for sharing
Yes,
your
beautiful.
wisdom. Yes. We
Absolutely.
so love your comments because
Yes.
see what she's sharing here is serving us all and is serving life. Yes. Thank you, Christine, for being so present and for sharing. So we need to talk now about the inclusion.
Yes.
Yes, because we have the tendency to exclude the perpetrator when the perpetrator is being my mirror, my possibility to heal.
Yes.
Yeah. So that inclusion can happen, as I was saying, right, in a deep level when we can recognize that the other one is showing me something that I need to heal within myself.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
But the inclusion of this is when I get to sit with myself and say, that person got me triggered. And I'm triggered because I'm feeling rejected. And if I'm feeling rejected, Why am I feeling rejected? Maybe because when I was a child, I felt rejected by mom or by dad. So that's my wound to heal. And if I'm carrying this wound of the rejection, where it comes from? Oh, yeah, my mom also. She feels rejected because if I had that wound, maybe my mother couldn't heal it. So I'm carrying the same wound. And I'm experiencing and feeling this resentment with others, which is, maybe the way she's feeling. Her resentment that she couldn't heal, that unresolved memory that she couldn't heal. I am feeling it the same way. And I'm replicating it the same way.
Mm-hmm.
So why do I need to do here? Maybe you can only heal your inner child and say, okay, I'm going to do this healing or do these family constellations to heal this wound with my mother so I can connect and respect the way she acted because she didn't know more. And so maybe you can say, Mom, I see that I felt rejected. And now I can see that you had the same wound and you couldn't heal it. And I respect your destiny and the destiny between both of us. But at this point that I'm seeing it and recognizing what it is and why I'm feeling this way, I'm ready to liberate it here and now.
And those are the
Mhm.
words. See how powerful those words
Mhm.
are? And I just had to mention it because as you read the book, right,
Mhm.
which I'll show, she gives you exercises
Yes.
so that you can do that. Because, I mean, the words are very healing. You know what I mean? So, yes, definitely. So,
Actually, the words are the medicine.
yes,
The
yes.
words are the medicine to heal um, in family constellations. That's our powerful tool in family constellations. It goes through this image where
Mm-hmm.
you can be maybe if this is the case of mom and daughter and make this healing and use these words of inclusion.
Mm-hmm.
Mom, even though that was how it was, I include you.
Powerful.
That's all you have to say.
Yeah.
So see how these powerful and simple words can create a deep change in your soul because this is about feeling the
Yes.
change, not understanding what you need to do.
It's feeling it in the heart. And
Yes.
that's what the words do. You feel it in the heart. So now it's like you accept it, transformation begins, and then you transmute it, and healing comes.
Yes, exactly. So let's talk a little bit about what the book says about the perpetrator energy.
Okay,
Ready?
I am ready.
All right. So let's see. Last week, for the ones that are following the book and that already have the book, we are on page number 51. And this is what we finished last program with this phrase. Inclusion begins by integrating what you have not seen within yourself or you don't like about yourself, but you keep projecting it out in your reality. Hmm? One of the reasons we attract challenging experiences
Yeah.
is to be able to see outside what needs to be healed inside, in our heart, soul, and mind. See, it's not only one thing that we need to heal. We need to heal the feeling of what triggered me, my perspective about the other, and my heart because I have an inner child who feels hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all of it. The healing involves all of these to be effective, let's say.
Yes,
Mhm.
absolutely.
Mhm. And also it says here that we are attracting these experiences that might seem difficult for us to be able to see what we are ready to heal or
Yeah.
what we must heal. Mhm.
And the thing is, what attracting it, and this is the tough part, we will continue to attract it until we are ready to heal. And that's one of the example of repeated patterns.
It's called Alchemy for the Soul. I know Sully Jason is asking for the name of the book. It's called Alchemy for the Soul. You can
Yes.
find it in Alchemy for the Soul, that link, or you can also purchase the book through Amazon, directly
Yes.
in Amazon. Okay, let's continue. It says, Once you accept and integrate the outside as part of yourself, you can transform it.
And accepting it as part of yourself is loving it.
Yes,
No matter how,
embracing it. I'm
embodying
embracing
it. No
my
matter how,
darkness.
yeah, no
I'm
matter how
embracing.
awkward,
Yes.
uncomfortable, all those feelings, you love it and embrace it. Absolutely.
And it's not easy. I mean,
Mm-hmm,
we're going
mm-hmm.
to tell you here from the beginning that it's a process. So if someone comes and triggers you and you feel that that person is a perpetrator, you don't have to embrace that person and say, I
At the
love you.
moment.
No, no, you don't. but, but you still can just sit with yourself and take the gift. Take the
Mm-hmm.
gift and say, this person is giving me a gift that it doesn't seem like it's a good gift, but it is. I'm going to see that what is the blessing that this gift brings to me at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
And so you embrace that. That is the first step of inclusion and integration, and of
Mm-hmm.
course, of transformation. Mhm.
Exactly. Yes.
Yes, yes. Remember that the whole universe is a projection of you.
And so I take a deep breath on that.
Yes,
Because
yes,
I know one day when I first had heard that, I'm like, what?
yes. So, for instance, let's talk about that expansion, this angle, right, from a larger view.
Mm-hmm.
And if, as you are listening to me, you are the only one here. We are only your own voices. We are just talking or speaking what you are ready to remember.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm here talking to you, and everything is just like I'm talking to myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm co creating here with Janet, but Janet is
Absolutely.
also co creating with me. So maybe it's Janet by herself who decided to come and co create and brought Maya here in the scene and all of you who are there.
And that's exactly what we do.
Yes, that's exactly
We
what we do.
create this space,
Yes, we
you know?
create the whole hologram
Yes.
of this reality. And so, saying that, we can understand that what we see outside is already within myself because I am the whole universe.
Yeah. Powerful, powerful, beautiful words.
Yes. And so, if I'm part of the whole universe and whatever is happening today in the whole world, in this reality of this planet,
Mm-hmm.
well, everything is already within me.
Exactly.
So, why do I have to reject what I am?
She said, it's have to
Here.
laugh because it's true. It's like, why do I have to reject what I am?
Yes.
But you're like, but I'm not that. Yes, we are.
Yes, because we are here experiencing this duality,
Mm-hmm.
and in the duality, there are two aspects.
Exactly. Yes.
So there is some lights and there is
This,
some darkness,
yeah.
and they both are part of it. So I must include them both,
Yes.
right?
Both of them are us.
Both of them are part of us today in
Absolutely.
this experience of the moment, because part of our soul is here experiencing this in this matrix.
And we want to experience it. That's
Yes,
the thing. We want to do it.
we chose to experience, let's say, the good and the bad.
Mm-hmm.
So let's not complain, but let's embrace it
No
and
whining.
no whining. And find joy in it and say, oh, okay, I already got to experience that. Let's experience the other side now.
And be gentle with yourself because it really is a process.
Yes,
You
yes.
know, that's
It is a process, yes. And that's what we're here for.
right.
Because we're going to go through the whole book so you can understand why it is a process and how you can go step by step until you get to say, I get it now.
Yes.
Because if you're here, you're ready for that, by the way.
And the thing is, I just want to stress that it's important to go step by step because otherwise it can get very overwhelming.
Yes.
And we don't want that.
Yes, exactly. And also, we need that support.
Yes,
we
we
need a
do.
tribe where we can feel vulnerable and where we can say, yes, I also have the energy of the perpetrator and I'm not going to feel judged. Or also I can say, and I felt like I was the victim and I'm not going to be judged. We're just giving you the tools for you to get that self-knowledge of where you
Mm-hmm.
are and how you can change your reality. Make sense?
Yes,
Beautiful.
absolutely. Makes sense. Yes.
Yes. So let's see what else it says. The universe is within you and you are part of the universe. When you deny what you see outside of you or what you feel, you separate yourself from your own reality and you deny yourself.
I'm like, let's sit on that one a minute.
Yes. So when I say I don't want to see you, it's like a part of me that I don't want to be seen because I'm rejecting myself. That's a lot, isn't
That's a
it?
lot because you know what
Yes.
happens when I say that?
Yes.
Well, I want you to see me. And
Yes,
I want you to
of
see
course.
me.
And
And I want you to
I
see
want you
me.
to see me because I want to belong. I
Yeah.
want everybody to see me because I want to feel belonging. But if I'm rejecting myself,
Yeah.
I'm self-rejecting, so I am excluding myself.
Yes.
And that doesn't exist. That only happens in your
In
mind
the mind, yeah.
because of your wound. Simple.
Very simple.
We just did the whole dynamic,
Yep.
psychological dynamic of it. Hmm. So when we accept the outside world as part of our inner world, we include the totality.
Yeah.
I so love that.
Yes.
Yes, yes, because this reality, this dense reality of the 3D that we are experiencing was created, with the purpose of having an experience
Yes.
that if we were only in the spirit and that conscious, we were only consciousness, the consciousness of the creator, we wouldn't know who we are.
Mm-hmm.
Because if we don't see if we only can see our light, we cannot see what else is out there. But if I get to experience in this density, in this place called earth, let's say, then I get to experience both and understand that it's all an experience. It's all about an experience and getting some information so your higher self and other parts of or fragments of your soul that are in different dimensions can somehow experience what it is to be in this density.
Yeah, because I mean that's what we did. We created these agreements
Mhm.
to come to this density to experience different circumstances.
Yes. So it's
The easy ones and the
yes,
tough ones.
exactly. So it is all created.
Yeah.
We are just experiencing that. Hmm?
Yeah.
And so when we get to include the totality, we include ourselves as part of it. Then we all belong again.
Wow. That's powerful, Maya.
And that is healing
Yeah.
itself. Yes, how
The whole
beautiful.
energy just shifted even here as
Yes,
you
I
said
felt
that.
it. It's like,
Yeah.
it feels so
Like,
good when you
yeah.
can say,
The heart opens
ah,
and accepts it and says yes and embraces it
yes.
and says thank you.
Exactly. So we were talking last program about the black sheep, right? So let's see what it says here about that. When I talk about including the black sheep, because also we consider these people the not only the black sheep but the perpetrators in this
Mhm.
way. When I talk about including the black sheep, it's not only to include that member of your family who has caused conflict, but also those that society and that perhaps yourself have tagged as the murderer, rapist, thief, abuser, liar, criminal, narcissistic,
Mhm.
etc. When I said that the universe is within you, it means that they are also within you.
Mhm.
They are all in each one of us. If you haven't killed someone, maybe you have killed your dreams. So you are the perpetrator.
Wow.
You're killing your dreams. Yes, you are. If you haven't betrayed someone, you may have betrayed yourself by accepting something you don't enjoy doing. So you become your own perpetrator. Because when you lie to yourself, you betray yourself. You become your own perpetrator. If you have not abused others,
Mm.
but you don't take care of your body, that is self abuse. How many times have you lied to yourself? All these energies pulse within you. Maybe your values have kept you from hurting others, but if you hurt yourself, you are already hurting us all.
Mm.
What happens to you happens to me, and vice versa. We are not separate beings, even if it seems like it. We are a single unit, a single universe, a totality.
Ooh, Maya. Wow, oh my God. I'm like, oh my God.
So, this is so profound
Yes, it is very profound.
because just to understand that if I am the universe at this moment, what what I'm doing to myself, I'm doing it to all.
Yes. Because we are all one.
Just because we are all one. Yes. So that if you get to absorb this concept, then you can take responsibility for your thoughts, for your emotions, for your perspectives, and for your actions because it's touching us all. They are all touching us all.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Mhm.
So, recognizing that the energy of the light and the perpetrator is within each of us is a step ahead to get aligned to the love that includes all. Because we are talking about inclusion.
Yes.
Yes, and then maybe I can say, yes, I have lied to myself. Yes, I have killed my dreams. Yes, I have abused myself when I eat this type of low vibrational food. Yes, I have. Yes, I have acted as a perpetrator.
Mhm. Very profound. Ooh.
Yes, yes, yes. So,
Something that observe and
mhm,
sit with it.
yes.
That's
And
all
if,
it is. Yeah,
yes,
observe and sit with it.
and if it's hard to digest it at this moment,
That's okay.
that's okay. You can sit and repeat this program. It is in Maya Dari del Sol for the ones that speak Spanish, because I see some people also who are sending messages here in Spanish. So we also have this book club in Spanish, and we do the same book club on Thursdays at 8 p.m. And the book is also in Spanish, Alquimia para el Alma. But we also have two channels in YouTube. So if you want to see this program again, you must find Maya Dari del Sol in English or Maya Dari del Sol in Spanish. Whether, is your language is any of those two, look for the right one and go and review it. And sometimes the more you listen to it, then your inner self, your higher self will be helping you process it until you get it.
Until you're ready. And I always say it might take a while.
Mhm.
So be okay for the time that it needs
Yes.
until it's integrated.
Yes. So to conclude this, we can say this. The more we integrate the so called perpetrator energy in ourselves, the more we can free ourselves from experiencing difficult or conflictive experiences. The perpetrator is always at service, it is serving life. When you have integrated the energy of the perpetrator and you see it active within you or others, you can decide to take a different approach or action to change the outcome into a harmonious reality.
Mhm.
So, taking responsibility of where you are consciously, because it's not the other, it's always you.
And like I like to say, do it with grace,
Mm-hmm.
and with ease, with a lot
Yes.
of acceptance of yourself and a lot of love.
Yes, yes, yes. So I don't know if you have any questions or comments. We would love for you to participate. And we have here some comments that we love. Thank you, Christine, for being so present on YouTube. I know you are in the YouTube channel. And we couldn't broadcast to Facebook tonight because something happened there. We don't know what it was, but
We'll figure it out.
yes, we will figure it out afterwards.
But at least the main thing that it is in YouTube. So
Yes, and if you haven't purchased the book,
definitely
Alchemy for the Soul, buy the book, as Janet said, buy the
absolutely.
book, buy the book. And
Hit like and
yes,
share.
please, and if you like
Yes,
this information and you think it can serve others as well, we ask you to share,
absolutely.
because our intention with this program is that you can amplify your consciousness and that others can as well, so we all can heal as one.
I mean, think about it. A whole world thinking like this.
Yes.
It will be a different universe, right?
Yes,
So definitely
definitely.
share
Yes,
and
please.
hit the like.
Thank you so much. And we also have an invitation.
Okay.
Yes, we have an invitation for you. We are doing this with the Spanish group. So I thought, why don't we do it also with the English community?
Mhm.
And so we planned already on the 27th of May. We decided to open a tribe where we can all share, express, bring your insights, bring your questions, bring stories that can help us all grow together as one. Here, or we are healing our ancestors with intention to transcend the programming from the past. And so
Mhm.
you're welcome to join us. This is a free tribe meeting. And we
Mhm.
want you to be part of it, and we want to invite the community to come and join us. Our first meeting is going to be on the 27th. If you go to well, I am going to try to put it here on Instagram once I finish. But if not, if you go to my YouTube channel, the registration link is there. You must register for us to send you an email with the Zoom meeting. So you can see us that day, and that will be at 8 p.m. Eastern Time.
Okay. So definitely, I do look forward to seeing you join us there.
Yes, please come and join us, because
Yeah,
yeah, we we want to create a movement.
absolutely.
We
Yes.
want to create a movement with this information of family constellations, and how to create order in our lives. And once I create order within myself, then I can recreate order in my family system. And when I do recreate that order within myself and in my family system, then I can help heal life, the system of life. And
Yes.
for that, we need this process. This is part of the transformation that we need to work on today as souls at service.
And we would definitely we will do it together.
Yes,
We will do it
yes,
together.
and that's the idea, that we can have a tribe where we can support each other, we can be vulnerable, we can laugh, we can cry, we can observe, we can all share and say, that perspective resonates, or whatever it is that you can come and share. We will be so happy to have you there.
Yes, definitely. So I
Yes.
look forward to having each and every one of you join us.
Yes, definitely. So I don't know if you have something else, or anybody out there wants to say something else. I know you were waving. We can see you here in a human life. I so love your name or the name you have there in Instagram. And we see also Marcelita Zamora, and Yurahi, and Soli Jason. Yurahi was also in the Spanish group last night. I see you here too. So
Good, double
awesome.
dose. Good.
Yeah, the more you listen to it,
Yep.
the more you get to understand it.
Yes,
Because I
absolutely.
know this information. Actually, that was one of my fears to come out here. And I used to tell Janet, but I don't know if they are going to understand, because this is kind of like an information that is
Yeah,
like
yeah.
out of out of
Totally out of the box.
out of the box. It's like I don't know how I can express this information in a way that everybody can understand it, and that's why I decided to write the book.
Yeah.
The book is not technical. it's a book like you are friends, we are friends, and I'm just talking to you and telling you what is happening. So buy the book, and we have within this book 22 exercises, systemic exercises that can help you create order within yourself and with your family system. And
Yes.
Christine is saying here, there can be no outer peace without inner peace.
Yes.
Yes, yes, definitely. Oh, and by the way, we want to invite you for the ones that are in town, for the ones that are in town, tomorrow we have our
Drumming.
drumming
Drumming circle.
shamanic journey with
Hmm.
drums. And we do that meeting once a month. And tomorrow will be our drumming. We do shamanic drumming and journeying to the spirit. So you're welcome also to join us if you live in the area of Orlando. Send me a text at 1321 9005680 so you can come and join us. We do channeling and we do healing. So it's just a beautiful tribe for us to heal together
Yes.
also. Yes,
Yes.
yes,
You're definitely all welcome.
yes.
Come live. You're all welcome.
Yes, and if you feel like you need or you want to go deeply to maybe have a family constellation session with us, Janet is also a graduate from the Institute, and I also can serve you. So if you go to systemichealinginstitute.com, you can make an appointment with her, and also you can check our program because we have an amazing program that Janet took and some other students that already graduated. We are
Yeah, and we'll be starting it when? What's
in July. Actually, we're gonna start in July the second round. So if you feel called to do this ancestral healing and you feel ready to go very deep,
very, very deep.
yes, then welcome. I'll be at your
Come
service.
join us as we go down that little beautiful rabbit hole.
Yes, go down the rabbit hole because there is a lot that we must heal in order
Yeah.
to help ourselves change that reality that we want to change
And
for us.
everything begins with us. So
As Christine said, there cannot be outer peace if we don't have inner peace, and the inner peace begins by changing the programming and the unresolved memories of our ancestors and our own past. So I guess that's it for
yeah, that's it
tonight.
for tonight. Juicy
Yay!
topic, right?
Juicy topic. Yes, I so love it. Thank you for being so
Yeah,
present.
absolutely.
And we so love seeing you there. I hope you join us next Friday again at 8 p.m. with another topic from our book, Alchemy for
For
the
the
Soul.
soul.
And also, if you want to come tomorrow, send me a text through WhatsApp. And also, if you want to join us on the 27th, well, I'm going to leave here the link so you can register, and we will be happy to see you there. That's going to be this coming Wednesday, actually, is the 27th.
Oh my God, already, right?
Already, yes.
Time is going
So,
way too fast.
yes, it is. So, we want to send you
Lots
tons,
of love.
tons of love
Yes.
and tons of blessings. And thank you for being so present.
And we're so proud of each and every one of us because, like I said, we are brave soul when we're ready to really look into this work and do the work to
Yes,
heal us and humanity.
yes. So, thank you, thank you,
Thank
thank
you. Thank
you.
you.
We'll see you next week.
Yes. Bye
Mwah.
bye.
Bye. Okay, let me finish. Sean has already done. Bye, Christine. Thank you for being so present.
And yes,
Mwah.
thank you for already Sean already
Yes,
has sent out acceptance for
for
tomorrow night.
tomorrow's night.
Perfect.
Yes,
We look forward to
beautiful.
seeing you. Yes.
Yes.